Hello guys, I am here and welcome to a game called The
treasure
Foolish
on the
Mortals.
Its location known only to the dead. I could see it in my dreams. How was I supposed to know that in order to find it, I'd have to die too?
Oh, that's unfortunate, buddy. That's unfortunate, buddy. So the game is about a mortal that's foolish. That's all I can tell you from the name alone. There you go. Foolish mortals right there. You got it. You and I know as much about the game as we should. It looks very good actually. I was like, the art style is nice. It came out like a few months ago or something. The art style is nice. Everything is decent looking at the very least. So I'm like, I'm gonna play the game and see what the game is about. It's about again, the tag is mystery and I have to find a treasure or something. So you guys got as much information as you require to enjoy the game, and I'm gonna do the exact same as you guys. You're gonna watch me play. If you would like to watch me play, that's good. You should also subscribe if you want to watch me play any other games. I'm not gonna skip this. You can skip this, but you gotta give credit to the people that actually created the game, you know. Seems like the game is locked at 60 FPS. You guys can't see it, but I can see it up top. 60 is good. I guess it's not bad. I'm used to playing at higher FPS than 60 at the very least. West, south, east, north. But yeah, the game kind of reminds me of Tumbleweed Park. Tumbleweed Park. I don't know if you guys know about that game. It was a very decent game. I played it like in 2016, 2017 when I was a kid, basically. Decent game. Wow, 2016. That was a decade ago at this point. Okay, we gotta skip it. I'm getting too bored and nostalgic about 2016.
Well, I think you're a fool. Everyone on Devil's Rock knows what happened to that house. Over 30 years it stood empty now. Locals won't go near it. I say all it contains now is dust, cobwebs, and bad luck.
I don't have time for ghost stories.
Then what do you want with it?
33 years ago, the Belmore Trading Company was wound up and absorbed by the state. The owner's dead, the heir nowhere to be found. Money was missing from the company accounts, and it's still unaccounted for. I'm here to find it.
So you're a treasure hunter?
Not quite. I'm an auditor.
An auditor? Records, taxes, all that stuff?
You can't even escape taxes and death.
Adventure of the accounts book. But on this case, I'm out of office and on location. At 8 a.m. tomorrow morning, the state's claim on that money lapses for good along with my commission. So I've got one night to find it. I'm overdue for a meeting with the parish comptroller to reopen the case.
The comptroller you're meeting wouldn't happen to be Theodore Grimes, would it?
Yes, I believe it is.
Would be hard to convince him, I'd say.
Why's that?
Why is that?
I'm a good talker.
Oh,
He died about 4 days ago.
God damn it.
He's waiting to be buried in St. Juniper Cemetery, stiff as a board.
Okay, that might be tricky. Talking to the dead isn't quite within my skill set.
Remember what I said about that house and bad luck?
My bad luck started long before that house. It's a 3-day journey to get here, and it took me 7. And ever since my suitcase got dropped overboard on the steamer, all I have to my name is a pocket watch, a magazine, and $1.
Less than $1, actually. You owe me for the taxi ride.
Oh yeah, I do owe you for the taxi ride. Seems like not a very good start for you, buddy, over there. So he lost all the money. This guy's name is Bill Ballum. I'm on Devil's Rock. God damn it. This place is called Devil's Rock. Who would live here? And it's a cursed house.
The driver was the type to prefer payment over conversation.
Yeah, I got you. There you go.
And here's your change.
Didn't you say you'd take me into town?
You can walk from here. No one with any sense would go further onto this island at night. And remember, the tide's coming in. Within the hour, you'll be cut off from the mainland until tomorrow.
That suits me. I took the pocket watch out of my vest and clicked open the cover.
Do you have to, like, you know,
I've got 13
monologue
hours
everything?
to find $13 million.
Unlucky for some, but if you're really dead set on it, here's a tip. Go find the Spirit Queen.
The Spirit Queen? Who is that?
I think you'll find you mean, what's that? Good luck, Murphy McAllen.
Why do you have so much ominous in your voice, man? Like you just sound evil, like he's gonna come back and do something for me. Prologue, the Spirit Queen. I'm assuming I have to find that woman somehow, or judging by the picture, I have to find a purse held by an alligator or something. I'm gonna lower down the music volume real quick. Did lower it before I start the game, but it's still very high. I don't know if you guys can tell that.
Walking into the port town of Dead Nettle, I could sense its history in every
Dead
stone,
Nettle.
brick, and plank.
That's the name of the place.
Echoes of merchant ships loading and unloading all manner of cargo from expeditions throughout the Caribbean. Gold and treasure that may still lie hidden on the island.
Okay, let's slow down the music somehow. Okay, so this is my diary. Proceed will be found within these pages. Only proceed when in dire need. Okay, okay, I got that. I don't want to do that. Huh. He moves very slow actually. What is going on? What is going on, game? What the frick? You can run. Okay, room and board. Let's go in this direction first.
Slap me with a paddle. It's a whopper.
Are you gonna drown my guy? I think you're gonna drown. Oh.
Well,
You didn't catch or anything?
barnacles. That's the third one tonight. These fish sure must have been spooked by something.
Oh, they just don't want to get caught by you. You're trying to hook them and then eat them. So obviously they'll try to fight with their whole life, right? Because their life is on the line. And who speaks like that? Be quick, Maji. Be quick.
It was the door to a newspaper office. A note on the door said, "Out on a scoop."
Back later. I got that. I got that.
Of all of the papers pinned to the board, one article showed the beaming face of a rotund fisherman on the docks with a headline declaring he'd just broken the island's heaviest catch record.
Oh, let's go over here. Okay, let's go and meet this guy. God damn you, man. I clicked on the guy and you went back. How are you gonna reach him? Oh, you might have just tried to go there.
Are the fish biting?
Not so well today, to tell the truth. That was the first nibble in hours. I'm near Kips, by the way. I haven't seen you around here before.
I'm here because I have a very important job on this island. A calling
You do?
that only I can fulfill.
Really?
Dark secrets that I need to uncover.
Dramatic much?
You're a tourist. Now, why on earth would you choose Devil's Rock as the place to vacation?
I must have done something to upset my travel agent. The name's Murphy McAllen.
Nice to meet you, Mac. Not peckish, are you? You can help yourself to what I got here in my bucket if you like.
Oh, thanks.
Really? That's a nice guy.
Expectations of a local seafood delicacy quickly unraveled when I plunged my hands into what felt like lumpy jelly. Ugh. There was a handful of fish guts.
Ha! That's the best bait you get around here. They smell pretty bad, but the critters on this island love them. Who would have known they're good at suckering in tourists, too?
Have you heard of the Spirit Queen?
No, he hasn't.
Sure, but I wouldn't be heading out into the bayou at this time of night.
If she's
Really?
out there, that's where I need to go.
Murphy, bayou's dangerous. It's not the kind of place you want to go alone.
I'll be careful.
Well, if you're set on it, just take the western route out of town. Left at Pimlico Rock, then right on into
Rustin
the
right,
bayou.
okay?
Without dark it gets in there, you'll see the lights guiding you the last stretch of the way. Just make sure the gators don't get too attached to you.
Okay, guys, so there will be gators. I need to get to the bayou, so then it'll need to go to west. Okay. I don't want to know anything else. I'm gonna explore
I'm going to
the
get back to
island.
this.
I wouldn't go looking for it if I were you, you know.
Excuse me?
The folks this island gets now either seem to be looking for something or running away from something. You look like you're doing both. You've got your eye on that Belmo treasure, and I wouldn't be doing right by you if I didn't warn you to stay away from it. I know this island has a reputation for the macabre, and it's all fun and games in the beginning, but dig too deep, and you end up in the place you don't want to be.
What makes you think I... Ned looked at me in a way that told me my playing innocent wasn't going to work. Okay, that's right, but I'm not a grave robber. I'm an auditor, contracted by the state.
It don't matter what your reasons are, Mac. You need to be careful with that house. Us locals, we don't go anywhere near it.
I appreciate the concern, but who can really say they've seen a ghost?
I have, Murphy, and I'm not the only one. Ever since the disappearance, anyone brave or foolish enough to go up to their house has seen the same thing. You might say it was moonlight shimmering off dusty glass, the shadow of a tree branch, or a curtain blown by an unseen breeze. But deep down, we all know what we saw.
What did you see?
A ghost. The Phantom. Okay, I was close.
Forget. Every poor soul who's seen the Phantom has been plagued by the most awful experience. Night after night of endless nightmares. Months of restless sleep. Just visions of faces. Evil faces. Laughing. It's like it can infect your dreams.
And who do you think the Phantom is? Or was?
Nobody knows. But it must have been someone at that awful wedding. Someone who doesn't want to leave the house. Or doesn't want to let anyone in.
I appreciate your concern, but I have a job to do. I don't think my boss would be too happy if I report back that ghosts and ghouls are what's standing in my way.
You're not the first to come looking for the treasure, you know.
But if I find it, I could be the last.
Whether you find it or not, I hope that's true. For everyone's sake.
Yeah, we'll find the treasure, buddy Murphy. You gotta do
Nightmares was
it.
the last thing I needed to be worried about. Even if it was a job. Ever since I read about the Belmore treasure, all I could do was dream about finding it.
Yeah, but you're gonna give it to the state, my guy. You're gonna find it and give it to the state. And being like, here you go, I'm good little worker. They call them 13 million, give me 130,000 out of it. I'm a good little boy. Working for you. Oh, so that's the Spirit Queen over here. Okay, got it.
After what felt like miles, the eerie darkness of the bayou gave way to the soft orange glow of a gas lamp. And beyond it, the last thing I expected to find in the heart of the swamp.
A gator. You need a gun. Oh, it's got a necklace around it, or a chain at the very least.
Hand-painted lettering on the side of a paddle wheel revealed the Spirit Queen wasn't a person.
It was a
It
riverboat.
Its hull sagged, the wood swollen and split from years in the swamp. Peeling paint curled like dead skin. And what remained of its once grand decks now tilted and crooked. It looked like a wedding cake that had been left to rot.
I've never been invited to a wedding as an adult. I just realized that. In my entire adult life, ever since I turned 18, I've not been invited to a single wedding. No one has invited me. Well, I turned 18 like 4 years ago. But in the span of the 4 years, no one I knew have got... well, people have got married actually. No one I knew that got married invited me. They just got married. Well, obviously my school friends, like 2 of them got married, but I didn't go to the weddings because they apparently did not invite me. Which is a dick move on their end, I think.
I jiggled the handle, but the door was locked.
Really? I guess I'm gonna have to use this to scare a croc away. I have an idea though. Why are you going so close? Why are you going so close?
The alligator snapped at me like a sprung trap, giving me more than enough reason to stay if I wanted to get across the jetty.
Yeah, just don't do that, buddy. Why are you doing that? The internal monologue is just weird. I have an idea. You just gotta run everywhere, my guy. Grab the head. Yeah, that's a good one.
As I took the shrunken head from the sign, it almost seemed creepy.
Yeah, that's gonna come useful for sure.
I needed to think of something else. Nope. That wasn't going to work.
That's coins, that's
The shrunken
jump.
head was already disturbing enough. That didn't work.
How did that didn't work? I don't want to do that. How do you actually get to the end credits or something? I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. Ooh, you press F1 to do that. Okay. Music volume will be 2. Speech volume is good, but we're gonna lower that down. Sound effects will lower that down. Yeah, I think that's good enough. We're gonna get ghosts, obviously. Like, this is a ghost, that's a phantom. We're gonna... oh, it's auto-saving. We're gonna save still. Yeah. See, we saved. So it's 2:10. Yeah, you're right on the time at the very least, game.
I jiggled the hand. Nope. That wasn't going to work. I considered climbing the water tower, but I couldn't imagine what I'd find at the top other than stagnant, moldy water. And there was plenty of that in the bayou already.
Yeah, but we gotta figure something out, my guy. Come on, you're just insulting me at this point. I have an idea.
The shrunken head was dry and desiccated. I doubted the alligator would want it as a snack.
Jump for sure he would want.
Hand-feeding the alligator didn't seem like a good idea. What if it bit off more than I was offering?
You're right on that, at the very least.
Nope.
Okay, I need to come up with a plan. So there should be something over here. This guy's gone. Just run over there, my guy. Run over there. You cannot teleport, so you have to go. But I think I'm gonna replay Timbleweed Park after this. I think that was a very good game. I haven't played in a very long time. I don't remember everything.
The poster advertised
So,
billiards
I'll
at the
play it again.
Captain's Club, with 3 billiard balls and 2 cues framing it.
Go there, my guy. Go there.
The puppet show hadn't started yet.
I got it. Is there something on this direction? Doubloons jewelry. Come in and buy jewelry from us.
The door
Okay,
was
everything is
locked.
locked.
2 gentlemen inside the store. A spindly man with a wiry mustache had his face pressed against a display cabinet, while a diminutive older gentleman tried desperately to pull him away. I'd seen similar behavior in Laurel and Hardy pictures.
Okay, so I need to catch fish, I think. I think the fish would be a good thing to catch. Obviously, I gotta go down.
I'd heard of the medical benefits of open-air night swimming. To my mind, the only medical benefit was diagnosing insanity in the people willing to...
That was a good one, actually. I do think like it's insane if you want to go out in public and at night and swim, especially in like Canada. We have like a colder region over here, right? So if you're willing to do that over here, that's insane.
Good evening, Ned.
Hello again, Mac.
You didn't tell me the Spirit Queen was a riverboat.
Oh, sure. That thing's been moored up in the bayou with her keel kissing the mud for years. Witch doctor lives aboard her now. Claims to sell all manner of hoodoo and voodoo. But to believe that, you need to be dumber than the bachelor in New Orleans, throwing beads at the Sisters of Mercy.
Okay, I got that.
What's that you're...
This is Herman Melville's Moby Dick.
Are you enjoying?
I'm struggling my way through it, to be honest. I thought it was a how-to book. I preferred the last book I read. It was much more action-packed.
What book was that?
The Encyclopedia of Fishing Lures, 3rd edition.
Okay, so you're
What's life
just a
like
fisherman
in
through and through. You have one
It's not
personality
the
trait that you're a
best it used to
fisherman.
be, but it suits me just fine. The ships just don't come through Dead Nettle anymore. Not since the disappearance.
You must have been talking about the Belmore wedding. The locals actually... Have you ever considered moving to the...
Nah, I wouldn't like it over there. Crazies. The mainland doesn't have any of them.
I was gonna say like a mainland is crazy and something, but no, the Dead Nettle is crazy and he
I
likes it over
decided
here.
to leave Ned to... I had more important things to do than... To make use of that, I needed... My pocket... I could... The shrunken head was all... Nope. There was no reason to put the... That was going... I needed to think... That wasn't going... I couldn't...
Ooh, fishing now, that could work actually.
The fishing net was worn and useless. Using it would have been like trying to catch soup. That didn't work. I needed to think...
Yeah, the girl over here, she could be useful.
Hello?
Little girl.
You lost
Don't
your
talk with
mom and
strangers.
daddy? It's late. There could be a lot of strange people around.
Yeah, I think I'm talking to one.
You always end
Maybe
the
I should
sentence with
introduce
me
myself.
included.
My name's Murphy McCallan. What's yours?
Mallory Wisp, angel on the outside, Malevolent force of disparagement, derision, and disorder on the inside. At least, that's what Mrs. Huxley wrote in my school report. Hey, do you know what an enfant terrible is?
Do your parents know you're here?
Of course they do. This is my happy place. I come here when I need to cheer up.
What's got you down?
Okay.
It's my birthday, and I didn't get the present I wanted.
Well,
Pretty mature for a child.
being out here helping?
A little. It's a nice place to plot my revenge.
This doesn't sound like an appropriate way for a little girl to spend her time.
Little girl? Little girl? What am I supposed to like? Posies and princesses? Tiaras and tea parties? Those are not my thing.
Wow, you seem like a ray of sunshine. Nicest person to be
How are you
around.
planning on
Everyone
getting
on this
revenge?
island is weird
I'm
besides the
not
fisherman.
sure.
Well, he's weird, but
Currently,
he's
I'm at the
nice.
plotting and ruminating stage of my plan.
What are you plotting?
How things would be different if I was in charge. We had a
Yeah, I got it.
project last week. What we want to be when Mildred wanted to be a baker. Bob,
What did you want?
queen of the universe.
I guess
Oh,
no
wow.
one can accuse you of lacking ambition. Do you think you could fix the world's problems and make the world a better place if you were in charge?
Oh, absolutely not. My patience is worn so thin with all the idiots around me. I don't know if it would be wise for me to wield that much power. You to the dungeons. You to the torture room.
Yeah,
It
you'll
would
be overthrown very
cathartic
quickly.
for me though.
That's
What
not
present
nice.
did you want?
A doll.
A doll?
What's wrong with?
Nothing. I just didn't expect it.
I'm still a little girl. I don't have to defy all your stereotypes. Instead, I get this. I know Sebastian's got something to do with it too. He was all over the tin boat when I showed him my toy catalog from.
Is he one of your friends?
Not in a million years.
Shouldn't you be
I'm in trouble at home. Mrs. Huxley held me back.
What did you do?
I convinced 3/4 of the class to sign over their eternal souls to me in exchange for some jelly beans.
Okay, you're a good one actually. You can be the queen of the universe if you wanted to be.
Candy and a little peer pressure.
Why did you do that?
You've got to speculate to accuse.
Why did you want their souls? What?
Just making sure I'm prepared. And that's just.
I didn't dare ask what you. Have you heard of?
Look, if Maury put you up to this, you can tell him that I have no intention of going in. And anyway, those skulls look better with a little lipstick on. I even made some cowrie necklaces. If we have a skeletal uprising, they're just going to have
Okay, so
to
she wants a
run
doll. I think I'm gonna give her
down
like the headless doll.
They'll have to take it up with Maury.
Who's?
I can't really do very much commentary on this episode. These guys keep on talking, right? I want to listen to what they are saying. I want you guys to listen to what they are saying. If you're not happy with it, then
I'll tell you what. Up for yours. I'm just kidding. Your soul can't be worth diddly squat. But I would like a doll.
Do you like?
This island is cut off from society. An isolated microcosm. If I'm honest, it fits me. Lots of places to explore, too. When I'm not banned from them.
Where are you?
Where am I? The captain's club wouldn't let me in after I declared a mutiny. The lady at the newspaper office kicked me out when I tried selling stories about a zombie uprising. The witch doctor in the bayou threatened to hex me if I didn't stop sneaking on board and borrowing his toy. And the gravedigger banned me from the cemetery when I played a teensy little
What did you do?
I convinced him the stiff he'd buried was still alive. People are so antisocial.
seems like you're an insane woman, right?
You snuck on. You got past the out.
Oh yeah, Mephistopheles is a big softie. I think he likes the smell of rotting fish in my hair. My dad works the trawlers. Our entire house stinks like the inside of a humpback whale.
Okay, I got it. So he can let you
walk
get past
across the
with
beach
precious.
again if I were you. This beach is covered in quicksand. I can hop along the surface, but with your weight, you'll be sucked down like a noodle.
She's
No, really?
mean, but she's
Just
nice
quicksand?
enough, I guess.
Nah, I'm just messing with you. Tourists.
Okay, so she is not nice. I take the words back. I thought like she was actually warning me, but she's not. You can have this.
How would you like to trade your tin boat for this?
A doll?
At least the head of.
Deal!
She's not the smartest one, but she's evil.
Oh, I'll hug him and kiss him and.
Okay, I guess that's that. Can I have your
Away,
balloon?
Edgar. I didn't want to take the little girl's balloon. Her brooding face made it more than clear that it wouldn't be a good idea.
Yeah, I think so as well, guy. I think so as well. No, what's a boat gonna do? Ooh, there's someone over here now. I think that's a reporter, like the news lady that was chasing the
McCallan.
news. She already knows me.
Yes? How do you know my name?
News
It's a
travels
work
fast.
assignment that brings you to the island. Am I right?
She began staring at me with intense, hypnotic eyes. Disguised within her tailored outfit and tortoiseshell spectacles, she had the crazed look of someone not entirely in touch with reality. That's right.
The monologue is just insane. He's like
Eyes that looked like she was
insulting
reading
everyone
my
he
very
sees.
Thoughts. Yes.
And you're late. Days late.
4
I
days
was
late.
beginning to panic. Ned had warned me about the supernatural on this island. Was this person standing in front of me equipped with psychic powers that could read my very thoughts? How do you know all this? Are you the witch doctor?
The witch doctor? No! It was written on this telegram that came in for you. It came through a few days ago now. Your boss isn't too happy by the looks of it. Bill Bolam, the taxi driver, telephoned and said I'd find you out here.
You're reading my telegrams?
I'm a newspaper reporter. It's one of the best ways to get a good story. Now, do you want it or not?
Invasion of privacy is what that is, woman.
McCallan, you're late reporting in. I don't remember authorizing the reopening of a cold case, but you better make sure it pays off, or you'll be swapping desks back to the mailroom. Sid Sinclair Auditing Company.
Sid Sinclair.
want to send a reply?
Sinclair Auditing
Sorry to
Company.
say, my only contact was going to be pushing up daisies by morning, and my one lead was the magazine I'd been carrying with me since heading out. Before I checked in with my boss, I needed some progress to report badly. You know, for now I'll just leave it.
Suit yourself. Sounds like you're up to some fun on the island, Murphy. Be a sweetie and keep me updated so I have something to write about, won't you?
She didn't even wait for a reply before she started striding back through the bayou. She hadn't
Yeah,
taken a
they're
single
insane
thing from
people
me,
over here.
Yet somehow, I still felt like I'd just been mugged.
For information, you're mugged, buddy. That's different. That's not entirely getting mugged, but it is getting mugged in a certain sense. She read your telegram. That's invasion of privacy. You know, you can sue her. You got all different information required. I don't know how much luck you will have dragging her to court from this small little island, but you know what? You can try for sure. Okay, I'm gonna use the washroom. I'll be back real quick. Okay, I'm back. Time to figure out the thing with the crocodile. I think the boat might be able to help me. Come on, crocodile, go and chase
The
it.
boat puttered around the swamp, but didn't draw the attention of the alligator.
The fish guts will help, I'm pretty sure about that. So I need to grab the boat back again and use the
Would
fish
need
guts.
Something.
Yeah, I got that.
I packed the fish guts into the tin boat. I may
Okay.
have been new. Perhaps
Go in.
this would attract.
This will for sure
The
attract the
hulking
attention of
mass
the...
scales and muscles.
And now this thing will push it down. There we go.
With a splash
That was
would be
easy.
the envy of any cannonballing kid at a pool party, the irritable reptile disappeared into the murky bayou. I just hoped it didn't hold a grudge.
Yeah, they don't have very good memories, crocodiles. Apparently crocodiles are as old as dinosaurs, which is insane.
The taxidermied fish looked like it was barely hanging on to the rotting wooden frame. Deciding it would be better coming with me, I picked it up. And in doing so, tore a long hole in its previously stitched up seam.
Okay, that's bad. Okay, taxidermied fish. Where will that come handy?
Spirits and specters from realms yet unknown, guide to me the wanderer who searches alone. Welcome, Murphy McCallan.
Everyone knows
How
me
do you know
somehow.
my name? Have you been reading my telegrams too?
I have no need for such trivial paperwork. I have eyes all over this island. Now it's time for me to see you for myself. Come, step into the light. I know a lot about you, Murphy. Unknown parents, a childhood spent in orphanages.
God damn it.
I know things about you even you don't know.
How do you know all that?
My name is Dr. Morey. I am a conjurer, a shadow man, a controller of spirits that balance the line between life and death. And those spirits whisper to me. But for now, it's your time to talk, Murphy. Tell me why you've come to my humble abode.
I've been told you could help me.
That depends on what you seek.
I kept telling myself that the doctor's theatrics didn't convince me. That there must have been a logical reason why he knew what he did. But with how skittish the locals were, humoring him seemed like my only chance of learning more. I'm looking for the $13 million that went missing from the Belmore accounts. I'm an auditor in the company I work for.
Murphy, do you take me for a fool? I know what your mind sees when your eyes are closed. Tell me, Murphy, what do you dream of?
Finding the treasure.
I dream about finding the lost treasure of Belmore Manor.
I see that spirit within you, hungering for more than an auditor's life. And I know you've dreamed about that treasure every night since you first read the story. Tell me I'm not right.
It's like the treasure is calling out for me to find it.
Many have sought the lost treasure of Belmore Manor. All have failed. Some, it is said, have perished in the process. Do you know what happened at Belmore Manor all those years ago?
The ghost story? I've read it, but I don't know how much of it is really true.
I would love to speak like this guy over here. Very cool. All of
Dark
it.
magic runs throughout Belmore Manor.
Okay.
The house was built by the Belmore brothers, 3 merchants from England, who made their fortune trading across the Caribbean. Xavier Belmore, an explorer. Yardley Belmore, an actor.
Belmont would have been
Cecil Belmore,
nicer and
a
cooler.
scientist. Their parents dead for many years, they each loved and cared for their young sister, Abigail.
She's the Phantom, I guess.
Met a young sailor who worked aboard her brother's ships, and in less than a year, he proposed. The engagement was a scandal. Despite having the pick of any eligible bachelor in high society, her hand and her share of the Belmore fortune was to go to a commoner. Because of their unconditional love for their young sister, the Belmore brothers sanctioned the union. But people began to wonder if Abigail was being locked into marriage, whether by blackmail or black magic. The 3 proud brothers planned a grand wedding, but in the months leading up to it, one by one, each of the brothers was lost, presumed dead.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
And yet
she's
the
still
wedding
been
was
ahead and
still
married?
to go ahead.
Okay.
And with
They
Abigail
found it out
set
as
to
well.
inherit the entire Belmore fortune once she came of age, people began to wonder whether the sailor was not a perpetrator, but a pawn. On the morning of the wedding, Abigail summoned the sailor to her chambers. "I don't love you," Abigail declared. "I never loved you." And before the guests gathered in the house, Abigail declared that she would marry another on that same evening. John Rackham, first officer of the Belmore Trading Company, would be her new groom. Except that didn't happen.
I think she was actually being forced into that.
Everyone in the house suddenly and mysteriously vanished. Perhaps it was the last revenge of the scorned sailor. In the house that night was a heart that would be broken, a victim who would be tricked, and a force that would unleash evil. But no one knows exactly who each was. If you want to find the treasure, Murphy, you'll have to find out.
You're telling me that all of that actually happened?
And so much more, Murphy. Mysteries you have yet to uncover.
Dr. Morey's performance was gripping, but it seemed like something out of the vaudeville shows I'd snuck into as a teenager. Grifters peddling magic spells, fortune-telling, and miracle elixirs. At least that's what I tried to tell myself. And the treasure, is that real too?
It is as real as you are, Murphy. And someone went...
Can you help me find it?
I can. If you can prove your dedication to the search, I will need you to retrieve from inside the house. A small leather pouch called a gree-gree still lies inside Abigail Belmore's bedroom. We will need it if I'm to help you. This will get you inside.
You're not gonna pull a rabbit out of your hat for your next trick, are you?
I do not do tricks. The Belmore estate lies at the end of the northeastern peninsula of Devil's Rock. Find that gree-gree and bring it back to me. I'll be here when you return. And Murphy, now it's your story.
Hello, the mic is back. Okay, the mic went off. I don't know when it did. I think it just went off recently. So my headcanon is in the story that the first sailor, as we saw, who was going to marry Abigail, was the one that got all of her brothers murdered or somehow been missing because of him. And he was going to threaten the guy that she loved, the sailor, obviously. And he was like, instead of marrying the sailor, marry me, and the sailor will live, whatever, you know. And she decided she will go ahead and do it, and said no to the love of her life, but in the end couldn't go through it and ended up casting the spell or something.
There was no use returning to the river.
Okay, so the witch doctor lives here. The guy is insane, actually. I love his accent. I would love to be able to do that. I don't have to go here. Let's go here.
Framed by trees and lit by moonlight, Belmore Manor stood imposingly in the still night air. Even without any lights on, it felt like something inside the house was calling me.
Ghost, my guy.
From the outside, I couldn't spot any clues to the location of the Belmore treasure. From the outside, I couldn't spot any clues to the location of the Belmore treasure.
Okay. Where are you going? I'm not moving him. Just let you guys know.
Looking out over the tranquility of a hanged skeleton, its wedding suit little more than tattered rags clinging to bone, and its skull seemingly watching me with hollow, unblinking eyes.
I think that's the guy.
Without a bride.
That's the guy that tried to marry her, I guess. You have anything? I have the manor key.
The skeleton hung high up in the... Even from down on the ground, the wheel was too heavy. The knot was tied so tightly I couldn't loosen it.
You're so freaking useless, my guy. Come on, you can do something. Holy hell, he's useless.
The doors were firmly...
Yeah, I got it. They're locked. Just don't have to repeat everything. Why are you not moving?
From the outside, I couldn't... That didn't work.
Why are you not moving anymore, my guy?
From the outside...
I guess there's nothing to do over on that side. And let's open the door.
With a deep breath, I placed the key into the lock of the house I'd been thinking about for weeks.
Oh yeah, we're finally in. Like, is that how auditors actually do stuff? Like, they'll actually have to go to these places to find treasure or something?
From the outside...
Go in. Like, I don't think that's correct. I don't think that's how they actually do.
I don't know if I expected a reply, but with only an echo in response, it seemed like nobody was home.
Like, this guy's a legit Indiana Jones of
That was
auditors.
just the wind.
Do you, buddy? Do you? I wouldn't think so. Let's see. Hang
An
on.
orb appeared right before my very eyes.
Sorry about
I
that.
could reach out and
Someone just came in. Don't touch that, buddy. Okay, so that went away. No, you still not believe in ghosts? Do you think like this is just fake?
With neither of the doors appearing to open, I couldn't tell if I was imagining.
But a shadow was dancing. Okay, that's insane.
The door didn't have a visible lock, but as much as I tried, it wouldn't open. Without a flue, the fireplace seemed entirely decorative, and yet, standing in front of it, I could feel a breeze.
Okay, so that's a picture of the
Family
brother.
portrait of all 4 Belmore siblings. The 3 brothers stood around their seated younger sister. Like the other door, this
Okay, so none of them will open. Which direction am I gonna go? This way. Okay, I'll follow you. Let's see what's in this direction first.
The portrait exuded an unsettling aura. I didn't know who it was, but I didn't like the way he looked.
I think that's the guy that was going to marry the sister or something.
I tried to open the trunk, but in the darkness I only managed to fumble unsuccessfully with the latch.
Did you hear laughter or something?
The door was locked. The door
All these doors are locked,
The
okay.
door was locked. There was nothing.
I did hear laughter of some kind for sure. I think that's the phantom, right? That door, obviously I'll go through that.
This was strange. Walking into the room, I realized it must have been Abigail's bedroom. I was in the right place. Somewhere in this room was the Gree-Gree, and I needed to find it. Lighting the fire may have warmed the room, but it couldn't take away the chill I felt standing there.
Okay.
I
That
took
could
the
use
poker
come
from the
useful.
hook.
Get out.
I hope that was my imagination.
Yeah, I don't think so, buddy. The ghost house, right?
The
music
box
box.
was locked with no visible keyhole, but I couldn't see anything special about the phonograph's reflection. It
You
was
got it
best
right.
to leave the vase where... The phonograph didn't have a... The sheets lay flat on the bed, undisturbed for more than 30 years. The Gree-Gree wasn't going to be there.
Okay, maybe in the dresser somewhere it will be.
There was nothing I could...
Outside?
I tried to open the balcony doors, but they were locked securely.
Okay, so the bedroom is
The
supposed to
phonograph
have...
didn't I wedged the poker in the grate, and with all my might, pulled.
Yeah, that's a fire poker, obviously supposed to be used here, right? Let's grab it.
I picked up the object that had been glinting in the fireplace and just...
Still the poker, okay. So it could come useful. That will go here.
The brooch
I'm a
fitted
genius when it
snugly
comes to
into
playing
the
these games.
indentation in the music box. With a small click, the music box opened and revealed the contents it had held untouched for more than 30 years.
Why has no one came here if it's this
The small
easy?
leather
Why hasn't
bag was
anyone done
just
this?
as the witch doctor had described. It was hard to imagine what could be so important about it.
30 years sounds like a long time. Like 3 years would have been nicer. Ooh, a ghost.
You should not be here.
Wait, I can explain.
You don't belong here.
I don't mean any harm.
Get out. Get out.
You got balls of steel, my guy. I guess she's not evil for sure.
With good fortune, the pond had broken my fall. It was a strange juxtaposition, wiggling goldfish out of my underwear as I tried to process the fact that I'd just been the victim of an attempted murder by a ghost bride.
Yeah, you don't care.
So that meant the treasure might be real as well. And now I had the Gree-Gree. It was time to return to the Spirit Queen.
Look at the smile on the face.
Did you find it?
I saw her.
I did,
saw
I did,
the
yeah.
bride. She tried to kill me.
I told you it was true. Now, Do you have the gree-gree?
Yes,
Good. Good.
I'm starting to. Why did she try to kill me?
There are some spirits that, even in death, do not wish to give up what they amassed in life. The question is, are you strong enough to persuade them?
I would be if they'd give me a chance to ask them.
Precisely. That will be our next step.
I would be pissed as well, like, the guy I loved got murdered, and my brothers got murdered, everyone got murdered because I had money, and now this guy is here to grab the money from me and wants to end my life. So I need these things.
For a voodoo spell? A spell to
Chalk,
help me
black
find the
feather,
treasure?
A
gunpowder,
spell to
silicone,
reveal
rum,
those who know where it
bone
is.
pregnant, coffin nails. Well, bone pregnant I know where to find. The guy over there, for sure I can find it from
There are
him.
many things on this island that have gone unseen. Stories that have been left unheard, at least by mortals. But I commune with realms beyond. Let me introduce you to a friend. Out of the shadows, the cursed and the damned, return now, my servants, to do my command.
Okay. You got another ghost or something?
I have returned to you, Master.
Loa, this gentleman wishes to find the lost treasure of Belmore Manor. Tell him how this can be done.
I have the same expression as this guy. Shocked.
Only inhabitants of the house know where the treasure lies. Their spirits still within its walls, trapped between life and death. To ask them, those spirits must be pulled back to the mortal realm.
And that is what our spell will do, Murphy. A summoning spell to unveil the ghost trapped within the house.
7 ingredients place inside, tie closed and then unseal. Within the focus what may hide, this spell will soon reveal.
Once you've collected all 7, we can summon the ghosts of Belmore Manor. Once we've summoned the ghosts, we can ask them exactly where the treasure was hidden. You have served me, Loa. Begone.
And he just went away. What the hell is this green goo, man?
That,
Lazarus
Murphy,
pit?
is your goal. Find the 7 ingredients named in the voodoo manuscript, place them in the gree-gree, and return to the Spirit Queen. Are you up to the task?
I guess so.
Excellent. Then there's just one thing left to do. The gree-gree that you carry is not yours. It was stolen from the spirits. And an artifact of voodoo will only work for its rightful owner. To be used, it cannot be stolen. It can only be bought or traded or inherited. Fortunately for you, the spirits and I are willing to make a trade for something symbolic of your spirit. The spirit that yearns to escape its humdrum life. If you want the gree-gree to be rightfully yours, what do you have to offer in exchange for it?
I have a magazine.
Would the spirits trade the gree-gree for this?
I know far more about the house than what is on that fish wrap, Murphy McCallan.
The pocket watch for sure.
What about this?
A pocket watch. A symbol of the life that doesn't satisfy you. A symbol of lost time. Dare you give it up?
I think I can do without it.
Then cast it into the spirit pool.
I knew that was going to be useful to me. I don't know if that doing that was a good idea though, buddy. Never make a deal with the devil. This guy seems like the devil.
The spirits have deemed it a satisfactory trade. The gree-gree and its powers are now rightfully yours to wield. You are ready now, Murphy. Head out to the island and retrieve the ingredients we need. Then I will show you the final step of the spell.
How am I going to find what I need?
Everything I've ever needed for my voodoo spells, I've found here. It's as though this island draws the supernatural to it. The bayou, the beach, the town, the manor, all will help you in your
I know a few
search.
things where I can find them.
Murphy, have you visited the mill to the north? The fort to the south, the church at the island's heart. The
I'm not.
island will lead you to that which you seek. I have no doubt about that.
3 more areas, right? 1, 2, 3, right there. Let's go here.
Who is the...
That is my Loa. Those
Loa.
are the mystery.
Is it a ghost?
No, they are the There are 2 planes of existence, Murphy. Loa
Yeah, we got
can
it.
move between them both. With my...
What's the...
It used to be a pleasure boat. Ply on the rivers around the island.
Drinking,
how I
gambling,
came
okay.
to own the boat. A lucky, but between you and me, Murphy, it's a lot easier to win when you have spirits to control the roll of the dice.
It sounds like you cheat.
Fate was always gonna bring this boat to me.
Okay, so you got that.
You...
That's right. My blind as a bat, but with the smell of a bloodhound. Good thing he's chained up safely in the boiler room.
No, he isn't. He was out on the jetty when I was trying to get aboard.
Where is he now?
Swimming in the bayou.
Oh dear, not again.
Okay, so he's gonna have to find that.
I'm going to go...
Rebecca.
Part 1, the summoning spell. How many parts do you have in this? Okay, I need to be able to open the map quickly. God damn. I saw that brochure for some reason. Gree.
I needed to...
Like, so I need this.
At the center of the manuscript was an empty circle with arrows pointing inward from each...
Black feather, chalk, coffin, old nail, bone fragment, I don't know where to find gunpowder, rum, and silver coin.
It was a manuscript. The inside of the lumber mill smelled like salt. Judging from the overgrown weeds, it clearly hadn't been used in a long time. And the...
Yeah, no one really paid electricity bill in this
I
town.
picked up the auger from the tool.
Can you open this? No, you cannot.
The hatches were locked. From their shape, I deduced they were for storing lumber, and I wasn't in need of any 2x4s.
Yeah, got that.
I didn't want to touch it. I had... I tried the door, but... I didn't want to...
Okay, which direction can I go now? Can I go here?
The beam looked to be driven by the... The wood was old and rotting. It wasn't going to be of any use. And who knew... Cluck, cluck! I tried
Useless
to persuade the
little
chicken to
bastard.
come outside, but...
I need to come over the plan.
Cluck, cluck!
Don't click there, buddy.
I
Go
tried-
out of there. Let's visit this area. Locked.
The church door... I couldn't see any way to open whoever sealed this up, and...
Okay, so that is sealed.
I scanned that...
Okay, maybe I can dig around here for sure, right? We found someone to talk with. He has nails. I need them.
The The coffin lid had been nailed down securely. Hello?
Yeah! God darn it! Don't sneak up on people like that! You frighten the dying daylights out of me.
He looked at me like he'd seen a ghost. Sorry, you seem a little...
I would be a little bit jumpy as well if I worked in a graveyard and wasn't expecting anyone to be there.
A little girl? That doesn't seem like...
She's a terror! One of these days she's gonna give me a heart. Last week, she showed up with a doctor's note she'd forged, saying a man I'd buried that day was just a very deep sleeper. 7 hours.
Oh yeah, she told us
out
about
here
that.
digging him back up at my age.
And was?
Dead as a dodo. Just like that little girl will be if I get my hands on her. Who are you anyway?
My name's Murphy McCallan. I've just...
Well, welcome. I'm Edgar Kettle. Gravedigger, undertaker, coffin maker, and anything else that needs doing to keep this cemetery running.
I'm looking for the...
Oh.
Yeah, I am.
Well, let me tell you something, young man. Don't even think about... There's no treasure buried here, and I'm already busy...
Do you know anything?
I think it's...
But what if they're not?
Well, you got me there. Listen, I think there's more... You know the three brothers... Well,
Yeah.
if you ask me, I think Abigail Belmore was...
I don't think she was, dude. I don't think so.
Engaged to a sailor, but nobody like her would go for a cop.
She might have loved him.
She could have loved somebody with a big bank account, too. I think she must have been using him, pretending to love him so he'd do. And afterwards, she drops him and goes to marry the officer of the company.
Do you have any proof?
Yeah, just a... But when you work with cadavers, you kinda get...
What do you...
Well, the sailor must have found out, done something to...
What do you think?
Nobody knows. He could have been working his way through those bodies like a man. All
He
we
could
know
be.
is that everyone in that house disappeared. Tell you the truth,
I think the sailor is a lover, Abigail was the pawn, and the guy she was marrying was the evil.
it would have been this old fool who had to bury him. Saved me a lot of work.
Did you...
I sure did. Lock them in lumber, leave them to slumber. This'll end up 5 feet under by the end of the night.
I thought it was supposed to be...
You're not the one doing the digging. 5 feet means I get a T-break.
5 means... I was gonna say the same thing.
Have you got any...
No, wait. I've got a backlog of bodies begging for The roof's leaking. My table's broken. I've used floorboards to build some of the... Take my advice. Don't go... Undertaking is a...
Well, it is a dying business. People can die.
Do you think I...
Probably not. The gentleman inside might make it a bit of a squeeze.
You mean there's a dead guy inside?
There better be. I can't afford to be burying empty coffins.
Was the little girl...
That's her. She got the whole town thinking I walked past the school the other day, and they'd made up a jump rope chain.
What is the
What
chant?
was the...
Edgar, crazy feller. Just be careful he don't get you. How many bodies did he strive to bury while they're
1, 2, 3, 4.
I wasn't looking for audience participation.
Sorry, I got carried away. Just
I
like
apologize
you,
as well,
Barry.
buddy.
Have you...
Has someone been making accusations?
No, just...
Well, not that I know of. When you think about it, how would I know?
Shouts for help, desperate shaking.
Look, I haven't sealed anyone up who was chatting with me, let's put it that. I usually check for signs of life, but everyone I deserve some rest in
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Hopefully not the guy in the coffin.
Not fun.
Yes,
Don't drop dead.
Knock knock. Who's there? Hopefully not the guy in the coffin.
The gentleman inside the coffin was long past needing air holes. The tin was full of nothing. I didn't need to... The stove was already burning brightly.
Hurry up with the barrels, Morris. We gotta get these unloaded before anyone sees us.
Are you sure this is a good idea, Musket? I don't think we should be using a church as our hiding place.
You're not being paid to think, Morris. You carry those barrels in here and let me worry about the theological implications. This place has been abandoned for decades. There's nobody around.
Me being right over there.
Living, maybe. What if there's ghosts, boss?
Darn it, Morris. If brains was dynamite, you wouldn't have enough to blow your nose. Now get unloading. And keep an eye
That was
out
a good
for anyone
insult, actually.
snooping around.
What if someone catches us?
If anyone asks, we're the new clergy. We tell them these barrels are full of communion wine.
I thought we was rum runners, not wine runners, boss.
Communion rum, then.
Ah, gotcha.
Remember, St. Juniper's Church is a place to get closer to God. And if anyone questions our alibi, we make sure that happens.
The pair of rum runners looked like the human personifications of the dish and the spoon from Hey Diddle Diddle. The gangly spoon bossing around the rotund dish as it carried barrels effortlessly from the jalopy and into the church. As it turned out, nursery rhyme characters become a lot more intimidating once they have revolvers.
Truly. That is true. Okay, so barrels. I need rum, right? I think,
Barrels were far too heavy for me to lift, though that gorilla of a rum runner had been picking them up like they were cotton. Using the auger, I drilled a small hole in the barrel, and out poured rum.
Maybe this thing can hold them?
Nope. Nope.
Okay, so how do I grab these, actually?
I didn't need to blow on that. The noise of smashing barrels, that didn't work. Wandering happily into the hide. The jalopy door was locked. How ironic that the rum runners would take care not to be the target of criminality.
That is true, actually. How to grab it? I need to find something to actually store the rum in.
Musket, one of the barrels has sprung a leak.
How many times are you gonna bother me? Put a cork in it, will ya?
Oh yeah, that'll work.
Okay, let him go inside. I don't think I have an infinite number of tries over here. Maybe I do. I can keep on coming back here. It would be hilarious to see what they do this time if I take the thing out.
The barrels were far too heavy.
The tin can could come useful in this scenario. Yeah, I do think it can. I just need to cover it. So this is a fort right now.
The plaque read, Fort de l'Amour. No public access. For further information, please contact the Here, kitty kitty. It was no use. That cat was clearly more entranced by shiny things than the The brooch was much too dirty to...
Oh, to clean it, okay.
The fish and the cat were... I couldn't do that. That didn't work. I didn't need to blow on that.
That's gunpowder, obviously, but I need to get this brooch cleaned somehow. I don't think I can manage to do that. So all the things, just all the puzzles are in my head. I just need to find them correctly. Actually, before I go here, that thing is opened. Nice. I want to go to the beach and see.
As I picked up the bottle, I anticipated what could be inside. A brine-stained treasure map. Looking inside, it was empty. The only writing on it was the embossed glass.
Yeah, that is useful actually. Can't go anywhere on here. We can go back here. Let this guy leave, obviously. I do want to go and warn the cemetery guy that someone is at the church, but who cares? We take this. We take this. Come on, now we'll use the bottle to store rum, obviously. There we go. We got one of the ingredients at the very least.
I filled the bottle with rum pouring from the barrel. Relief washed over me at the realization that I'd done it without getting caught by the two rum runners.
Hey, Musket! There's someone out here!
Or so I thought.
Hey, fella, what do you think you're doing snooping around here? This is our church, you know, and it's closed.
I didn't realize the clergy were equipped with revolvers on it. We got this place surrounded. Prohibition.
I'm just here to do some praying. Mainly praying that I get out of this situation.
He's being a wise guy, Musket.
Time to fill him full of lead.
But boss, it's bad luck to bump someone off in a churchyard.
Now, where'd you hear a nonsensical thing like that?
I thought churches was hallowed ground, where sin and immorality would face supernatural punishment in this world or the next.
Where do you think
got
this
away.
stuff from? I told you, I do the thinking in this partnership.
Are they still there? Can I go towards a fort or
The church had a good view of the...
I cannot actually. So I got one thing. So this Causeway Beach and the St. Juniper's Church thing is done. Actually, no, it's not done. I still have to figure out somehow. You have to figure out how to get the nails from the grave digger. I think I can do that somehow. But tell him about these guys over here.
Hello, Edgar.
Yeah,
Do you know there are a couple of...
rum runners they are. Dealing with them's not in my... As long as they don't mix up the stiffs I'm burying with the stiff drink. Curiosity killed the cat. And I really miss Mittens.
Okay, then I got another idea. The newspaper lady will be able to help me with this one for sure.
Murphy McCallan, so what have you been up to? Anything newsworthy?
That's none of your business. Don't...
Hey, it's nothing personal. Your business is my business, and my business is news. I'm Evelyn Stoker, editor of the Juniper Parish Gazette. No misdeed left unshared, no drama left unmonetized. Come on, work with me. Committed any crimes? Uncovered any affairs? Any
The honest-to-God truth?
I need a good
You have something. The rum runners at the very least.
Truth stand in the way. Yes?
Hi. Did you know...
How could I forget him? The guy was a walking, talking migraine generator.
Surely you shouldn't speak of the dead like that.
Why not? I spoke plenty worse about him when he was alive. I'm sure everything happens for a reason. And hopefully that reason is to increase my circulation numbers. Everything's connected, you know? Have you ever... I suspect it works for moths, too. Because I can never get the damn things out of here. Some people say that if a man breaks wind in Alabama, it can cause a hurricane in Fiji.
I think I shared a train car with that guy on my way here.
This guy is pretty good.
What are you working on?
One of the most romantic Francois Fogg, Dead Nettle's local pharmacist, is reuniting with his long-lost love after 14 years apart, thanks to this...
What a lovely...
That's right. She mailed in a letter she wanted printed. Her former sweetheart saw it, and now they're on track eventually.
Eventually?
Well, that's a bit of an... In the letter we received, she told him to meet her in her Texas hometown of Magnolia. Due to a tiny typesetting error, he's now on a 6-week voyage to Mongolia. But doesn't it warm your heart how far people will...
Don't you have more...
The crackpots this island calls a population wouldn't know something interesting if they paid for it. Which they hardly. Believe me, I've tried to get juicier scouring the island. Doorstop it.
You eavesdrop on...
It's called investigate...
I'm doing some...
Have you found it?
Well, no.
Then don't waste my time.
You
know what? Really? You've been on this island how long? And you're already...
Have you ever...
What a waste of column inches. Leave it.
No story.
Not one that anyone would believe. And I've got advertisers...
What do you think?
Practically everyone on this island thinks there was some kind... No one is looking at the reality. If I write up my research, no one on the island...
Yeah, so she basically just doesn't believe that.
Peeled for it. There are secrets on the... And it's my...
There was no way I was going to get past the newspaper editor to get it. Besides, I didn't know how to operate.
Okay, scissors will come handy for sure.
I picked up the scissors. With her stunt at the bayou, I figured she owed... I picked up the 20. Maybe she owed me 2.
Yeah, she did owe you too.
Don't even think about it. The spring on that printing press looks like it's going to blow at any moment.
I didn't want...
Hey, you...
Sorry.
Okay, I won't come back there. Boo-hoo. Like some places I can just travel to.
The stories about Belmore Manor are true. I saw the ghost bride inside the house.
Blasted, Murphy.
Okay, good.
Don't say I didn't warn you. This island has had its fair share of the macabre. The best way to deal with it is to leave well enough alone. Why
I won't
are you
do that,
searching for
buddy. He will not do
treasure
that.
Anyway?
Well, it's my job. The state's claim on that money runs out at 8 a.m., and I'm supposed to find it.
You seem pretty passionate about something that's just for work. What are the odds you draw an assignment like that?
Well, I might have made my own luck there. They wouldn't normally authorize an investigation so close to the statute of limitations running out, especially on a 30-year-old cold case. But thrust a stack of forms in front of the boss 5 minutes before clocking off on a Friday afternoon, and he doesn't care what he's signing.
Let's just hope he wasn't signing your death warrant.
Most of my investigations don't amount to more than counting paper clips in a municipal building or going cross-eyed over receipt rolls in a courthouse. When I found that old case folder tucked behind the filing cabinet, its only lead, a water-stained magazine, talking about a real-life haunted house, how could I pass it up? No luck?
Not a bite, Mac. Shame, too.
Catch you later.
See you around, Mac.
Okay, I'm getting the gist of it. So at 8 a.m., the claim of the state will run out. This guy will find it at like 8:01 and he'll get all the money. I think that's what's gonna happen. I think I'm gonna have to end the episode over here. Actually, no, let's continue.
Good evening. He looked past me like I was as though if he ignored me hard enough, there was a I said,
I'm sorry, I didn't realize.
there's no one else here.
Wishful thinking on my part. Have you taken a wrong turn?
I'm just having...
Well, make it a quick one, and I shall need...
Murphy McAllen, and who do I...
My name is Felix Greer, maitre d', bartender, and acting manager. When Mr. Perkins has the night off.
I best be...
Don't feel the need to... You can't go up.
There was nothing in the fountain except a rim of moss. The brooch needed more than just water to...
The brooch needs to be polished. And how do I polish it?
I needed to think of something else. I've got some money.
Ooh, are you trying?
Would it work?
No, and certainly not with an amount that would scarcely buy a pack of bubble.
Okay, so he needs more money.
The puppet show had...
Okay, this place is opened.
Oh, I don't know if I can handle such a rush. Welcome, young man, to Doubloon's Jewelry. Jewels, silver, gold, the finest things for whom do I have...
My name's Murphy.
Oh, a pleasure to meet you. Are you looking for something valuable while you're...
Funnily enough.
Is there a special someone in your... I've sold more missed anniversary necklaces and drunken fumble ear...
no,
Then how about something for yourself? You look like a working man.
Actually, I had one up until about an hour ago. Traded it to a glowing green guy for a magic pouch. As the words left my lips, I realized I sounded like... I'm just here to browse.
Browse away, young man. I'll be here if you need me.
Yeah, he does all the commentary for me. Like, come on, dude. Let me say something.
There was no way
Every joke that comes in my head, it comes in his head. I guess I'm predictable.
Excuse me, would you be able to...
Let me Oh, well, 18-karat yellow gold, filigree wirework in a handcrafted floral motif, and round, brilliant cut ruby. If I'm not mistaken, made to fit a music box?
That's right.
You're right, yeah.
How did you know that?
I know my own handiwork anywhere. Now, how did you get a hold of it?
Oh, just a gift.
What a generous gift indeed. Well, we do offer free polishings on all items purchased here, so I'd be very happy to shine her up for you. Please, bear with me for a moment.
Okay, please do it, buddy.
Even if I could reach it, it was
He is operating on that, buddy. What the frick are you even on about? You gave it to him. I knew the jeweler would be of use. The newspaper lady, I thought she could help me with the robbers.
I'm afraid the clasp on the back has broken off. You weren't planning on wearing it soon, were you?
I wasn't planning on...
There's no shame in indulging yourself. Lord knows I can appreciate the comfort and empowerment of pair. Anyway, we don't have any replacement clasps in stock. In the meantime, here's a button magnet that should hold it in place.
Thank you.
Okay, I got a magnet on that. That is actually pretty good for me. And there you go, cat.
With the newly polished brooch gleaming, I angled it towards the lantern, catching the light and reflecting a red beam on the wall. That wasn't going to work. I took a handful of the spilled gunpowder.
So now I have the gunpowder. What else do you need?
It was a handful of nails. It was a small mound of gun.
Rum is here.
Filled with rum.
Any coin? So these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 things are still missing.
I already had some.
So basically, I still need to go grab something from Dead Needle. I guess the manor will have something for me.
From the patina of rust, it was clear the patio. Ouch!
This is useful.
I picked up the horseshoe that had assaulted me. It was heavy.
Yeah, this thing could come handy for sure.
I considered wading into the pond, water up to my waist, squelching. Then I realized I had. From the out.
I actually don't want to go in.
From the outside. From the outside.
Come on, buddy, move faster.
From the ground, I didn't have a clear view.
And you could really use that. Okay, combining this with something might be useful.
I couldn't. That didn't work.
Okay, I have a scissor so I can cut the rope on this one for sure.
I didn't need to cut that. The cow skull was out of reach, high up on the gable. The barrel dangled from the rope like a pin. The knot was. I couldn't do that. Nope. From the outside.
Let's go in.
I went to open the door into Bell. I was sure I'd left it. From the
Okay, so I can no longer go in. I have another plan. This involves coming over here.
The blast of air may have dislodged some feathers. I needed to.
How will I lure a chicken out?
That wasn't going to work. Vandalizing the chicken.
Okay, so it won't work.
That didn't work. I needed to think of something else. I couldn't do that.
Got a magnet, and the magnet could be handy for something.
I tried the door. I needed to think of something else. I looked over the machine, but I couldn't find. If I touched the grease with my bare hands, I'd be spent. I couldn't.
is there to do now? Maybe the fish would
I
help.
needed to think of. The hatches were locked. From their shape, I deduced they were for storing lumber. Nope. The wood was all.
Maybe the beach or something again? No, it doesn't. This place is locked. Over here, maybe I can go here.
I jiggled the handle, but the door. I needed to. I couldn't do that. I thought I'd leave Edgar alone. The coffin lid had been. That wasn't going to. The tin was full of. I didn't need to warm my. The twine would be more useful. That wasn't going to work. That didn't work. The taxidermied fish was far beyond my.
So you cannot fix it. You cannot do anything. You are pretty much useless, my guy. What do I need to figure out?
I couldn't see any way to open the crypt. Whoever sealed this up intent. I could. I could see the shadows of the rum runners moving around inside the church. Wandering happily into the hideout of a pair of mobsters wasn't going.
Okay, so there's no one over here.
The plaque read, Fort de l'Amour. It was the gunpowder barrel the cat had knocked. That didn't. I didn't need. That didn't work. Good evening.
Hello again, Matt.
I spoke with
Moray is a only got into hoodoo and voodoo. Before that, he was an actor over at the Calliope Theater. He's the only person I know who directed and starred in a one-person production of The Pirates of Penzance. And that's
So
because
he's
all the rest of the
not
cast
all that
has
good.
always been searching for respect. Who would have known he found it by living in the swamp and reeking of incense?
Don't you?
I certainly do. His understanding of voodoo amounts to whatever he's gleaned from one of those horror pics. My mama used to know all about it. Voodoo isn't some made. Voodoo's a real. It's not the snake oil heap.
How do you?
With hours of patience, you ever wrestle?
Just the once. I went fishing on. What do you do?
A couple I saved for myself, and the rest I sell to the captain's club. And they fancy them up with lemon lobster, but everyone knows the best way to cook them is to.
What do you?
Now there's a tale I don't.
Can I persuade you?
I have a feeling you know about Miss Belmont? Nah, the way I hear, Mr. Rackham was over the moon with her. Such an upstanding fellow. I won't have a bad word. Now he realized that the sailor was going through terrible lengths to ensnare his bride. And Mr. Rackham tried to. I heard that the sailor caught on to this and tricked Rackham into giving the lady a gift. That's what made everything.
What was?
There are places in the Caribbean that trade things more ungodly.
Do you think the disappearance was caused?
And that's what my mama used to say.
Why won't?
He gave me my first work on this island. Right here on these docks. He may have worn a scowl, but you don't judge a banana by its peel with people. When I looked into his eyes,
What work did?
loading and unloading the ships that came in. Of course, they just don't do that anymore. Dead nettles a forgotten time. Maybe that's for the best.
Catch you.
See you
Hey, Ned, do you mind if?
if you need it, Mac. Just bring it back to me later. And if I'm lucky with my catch, I'll be fine.
Okay, got the knife from him. I'm gonna try and look with the knife over there real quick. I think I should be able to use it on the rope. Why didn't you use the scissor? I have no idea why you didn't do that.
I wasn't going to touch the molasses with the items I was borrowing across the island. Some may have said I had sticky fingers, but this was...
Yeah.
The wheel was too heavy to... I couldn't...
Should I really use this? No. No. Yeah, that's it. Like I had sticky fingers because I've been taking everything from the island, I guess. That was a good one, buddy. That was a good one. I'll give you that.
I reached up to the cow skull and there was nothing else I could...
So I got... Let's see. I got the bones. I got the rum, gunpowder. I know where to get a feather. I know where to get this. 1, 2, 3, 4 items.
It was a single...
I think I need to go to the jeweler again and ask him for the coin. That needle, let's see if I can go here. And let's...
Good evening, Miss...
How can I?
I'm looking... I mean a
Well, but that...
How's been...
You're not a millionaire.
I'm not.
Don't think so.
Business tonight is about me only. Booked a private view. Can you believe?
You sell fossils?
I sell...
I hear Burke and Hare had the same... What are you...
We special rings, neck... You'd be surprised at how much of it. We also offer a free...
How do you know what jewelry was...
I handcraft everything the shop sells.
What's the...
I suppose that...
In dollars.
Yes, I used to value things that... Now I'd say the most...
Granny? You're...
That's right. In the fishbowl. Granny
Oh, your
is my
fish.
gold...
You named your...
Yes, the same. When we got home, every time we met, we think Granny's passed on into that fish.
I mean this with no disrespect, but
We all have our...
But don't goldfish only... If she was your grandmother, she must have died sometime around the middle of the...
Oh, yes, that's right. Each time the goldfish dies, Granny's... We must be on Granny number 44.
44. Goddamn, man.
I think I'll just...
I'm here if you need me.
The cabinet was filled with precious jewels, geodes... The cabinet proudly displayed all manner of gold and silver creations, watches, necklaces, pendants, and more.
What a nice young man.
Oh, he
couldn't have
fish.
put it better myself.
Yeah, that's a good one. The only thing that I've not visited is this place over here now. Well, I have visited it, but this guy just doesn't let me go in.
Members of...
How do we become a member?
What is it?
This, sir, we are high. Are you?
He asked with a smugness that told...
I thought. Then may I recommend you'll find a convenient egress. If you like, I can give you a good swift kick in the right direction. And don't feel a need to stop walking.
Okay, he's looking for the treasure.
Oh, goody. Another young adventure. Just the local...
What makes you think I'm not a captain?
Thing, you lack the grizzle. The crustiness.
How do I get...
Years of exposure to salt. You even have...
Actually, I did have one earlier this evening, but an alligator. Admittedly, it was only 3 inches long.
It isn't the size that matters, sir. Tell me, have you ever captained a 3-rigger through a tropical typhoon? Have you ever run the rapids of the Mississippi without hitting a single reef? Wind in your sails? Fire in your furnace? Waves?
Have you?
Well,
In what way?
I get seasick.
So he's not a captain either.
Is there any way...
You might show me your captain's license. As I'm sure you know, the state of Louisiana. But don't try to foist off a... Last week, we had someone present a license with a photograph distinctly unlike their contemporary. The photograph was clearly of someone a good deal older than them, with more facial hair, one less eye.
You know,
Oh,
bobbing along the ocean way up and down.
if sir would please be quiet. Else I expect there'll be a few waves of something coming out of my mouth. Captains.
Right, yes,
The Captain's Club serves it to my personal favorite. In all honesty, it's most of the clientele are absolutely sick of seafood by the time they get ashore. Just the sight of it makes them queasy.
Is the club busy tonight?
Well, we haven't opened yet, but if it's like last week, it'll be quite the lively soiree.
The members here like to have a good time?
That's right, sir. This town sure isn't what...
What about
drinks?
Listen, if you're from the Prohibition Bureau, we've cleared all of that up with officer. Fines were paid, items changed hands, and...
I'm not from any...
Then forget us. The Captain's Club is strictly teetotal. In line. Now, if certain members wish to bring in their own medicinals, then we're happy to provide the accompanying aids.
Oh, this is during the Prohibition era, so there's no alcohol going on. I got
On the
that.
premises. Do you think you've wandered into the... I can assure you, you'll never meet Stuart
I was just hoping to...
Well, yes, my concierge duties were... I have a spiel.
Felix pushed out his chest like this was his moment in the limelight. His eyelid...
Welcome, hardy traveler, to our... Once this town you see around you was a hub of commerce, a beacon for ship...
Yeah, I got it. I'm kind of bored. Let's skip you. Bye.
Well...
Excuse...
I was expect...
I best be...
Oh.
Okay, let's see if I can give you something.
I didn't think he...
How about the fish?
I needed to... I didn't think he'd be interested in that. There was nothing...
I need forge like a fake something. Maybe the lady can help me over here.
Anything to report?
I'm keeping my...
Yes?
Hi!
I knew I could ask
Keep
her.
your voice down, Motormouth. Do you want us to end up in the obituaries?
I thought you wanted a real...
I do, just not one that gets me on the wrong side of the mob in the process. Pigeon elected mayor, cow does the high jump. Those are the types of stories that get on the front pages.
But I thought journalists had a duty towards truth.
Where'd you get that poppycock idea? My
I
duty
knew
is
I
to
could
work
tell
the
her about the
circulation
rum
numbers.
runners, but she's not gonna help me, I
a
guess.
shocker of a story.
What's in those...
Past issues of the paper. Of course, things were a lot more interesting when people, ships, and cargo.
Do you have any...
We don't. Most of the paper's directors were at the wedding and disappeared. The newspaper had to close up shop for months while it was... This was back when the Gazette wasn't run by just...
Why
Yeah.
did the ships...
The Belmore Trading Company was the heartbeat after the disappearance. There was... When that folded, so did pretty...
You can trust me at this...
I heard the Belmore Trading Company was losing revenue. Its profits eaten up by who knows what ventures those brothers had going on. The company was privately owned, sure. But when you've got pressure building and the sharks are circling, you've got to shore up. I think that's why the Belmores persuaded Abigail to marry John Rackham.
Marry someone...
But he didn't love her either. He was just after the company. So he hires the sailor to seduce her, convince her there's more to life than Devil's Rock. And as soon as she marries Rackham, they split, never to see each other again. He inherits the lot, and she disappears with her lover boy.
Why do you think all the guests disappeared?
They bumped them off to cover their tracks. Either one of them could have been sunning it up in Sarasota ever since. But imagine
All of them have their own judgment on what happened. I like that. They're not telling me the same story.
Got my eye on you, McAllen.
What can I give her?
I didn't think she...
I
didn't think I needed to give that back to her just yet.
Okay, what can be handy?
What do you think of this?
Nice purse, McAllen. Any...
Nope.
Didn't think so.
I think the Gree could have come handy on this guy. Look at his eyes, buddy. Look at his eyes.
What do you think of...
It looks like something... Of course, that one had us.
What else am I supposed to find over here? I'm gonna get confused. Like, goddamn. I know I need to go into the mill. And I don't have anything to lure the chickens out just yet. Can no longer go back in. Let's see what the notes actually say about this. Come on, diary, pop up. Ooh, I didn't realize there was that.
The saw blades were rusted, dull, and would surely have precipitated the need. I didn't want to touch it. I hadn't seen something. Nope. I couldn't do that. That didn't work.
Yeah, fetch will
That
help.
didn't work.
Magnet for sure.
The electrical safety of the panel. I needed to think of something else. Nope.
So these things which come on like that, I can't really do anything. But these ones, obviously, like the
I didn't
rum,
need to pour rum on that.
rum wouldn't help me at all. I tried everything over here. This thing is useful.
I didn't need to cut that. I didn't need to cut that.
And I can just open the map from here. Pretty useful.
Despite its obvious age, I couldn't get.
So all of these items are not required right now. Maybe I missed something over here.
The stark trunk of the tree didn't offer. I didn't need to cut that.
Okay, I'm gonna get a hint, unfortunately. I can't figure out what's going on. Bone pregnant rum, gunpowder are done. How the hell am I supposed to get the coffin nail? Ooh, okay, so he did say that. How the hell am I gonna make one shake? I have no idea to get that. Yeah, this one is the one that I actually need. Ah, okay, I need to go back. Okay, I got all the things that I need to do. Okay, sue me, I couldn't figure them out. I would have eventually figured it out. Okay, so I need to cut this.
The burlap sack.
This thing is much more useful than the scissor. Honestly, the lady has been useless so far.
I cut into the sack with the knife. I took the corn from the sack.
Now let's get to the mill. Let's use the corn.
I scattered the corn on the path. Mere seconds later, it attracted the attention of the curious chicken.
Okay, I need a black feather. He's not gonna give you a black one though.
I was glad nobody had seen that. I may have known how to handle a chicken drumstick, but wrestling the living version was altogether different. If the chicken didn't want me to touch it, perhaps a blast of air could do the trick.
For sure, that's good, right? And you're just gonna pull it out of your handbag somehow. Now, how do we make it black?
that wasn't going to work.
Hmm. And let us go outside. Maybe this thing was the one that will help.
The poster advertised billiards at the Captain's Club, with 3 billiard balls and 2 cues framing a cube of billiard chalk.
I'm still kind of confused on this.
The poster advertised... I didn't need to cut that. The twine would be more useful to me intact. It was a so... I couldn't do that. Nope. That didn't work. It was a bill.
Okay, so I need to go back to the Spirit Queen. That's what I've been doing. I've not been going to the Spirit Queen much.
With a bit of elbow...
Okay, now I can go inside.
Pressed against the inside wall was a dusty desk covered in spiderwebs, and to top it, one thing lay undisturbed, a small folded document which I picked up, along with an inadvertent 8-legged companion. Ugh. Ghost stories and haunted treasures I could handle, but spiders gave me the creeps.
Okay, so I got this one. It doesn't have a picture, and the picture thing, I know who can help me with that. Dead Nettle, go here, go in there.
I'm keeping my eye.
Can you help me with getting a picture then?
Hi. Would you take...
Do you know how much the chemicals cost? I'm on a limited budget here, McAllen. Unless you... I've got...
I have money.
I didn't need to buy anything. There was no way I was going... Besides, I didn't know... Evelyn seemed busy and I... Could you take my photograph for this...
What do you think this is, a boot? Would you like a feather boa and a pair of... Don't waste my time. I only take photographs of people who are news.
Newsworthy. How do you get newsworthy?
I didn't think she'd be... I
think I can use the help for this guy.
Of all of the papers, it showed the beaming face of a rotund fisherman.
I think he can help me with that.
What do you think?
That's a whopper. Hanging on the doubt it'll be Squib's record.
I hung the fish on the scales.
You caught them pincosa. They're the most delicious fish around here, especially grilled. But you'll never beat Squib's record.
Squib?
Jebediah Squib. The Cajun catcher, he calls himself. Last week at the Dead Nettle Docks, Squib caught the heaviest pincosa on record. Got his photograph on the front page of the newspaper and everything. Now how am I gonna rest while he brags and boasts about it every single night?
So I need to do that. Okay, I got that much. How can I make it heavier? I think I have an idea.
Innards made of cotton and material scraps, the fish's weight was distinctly unimpressive.
I have an idea.
With the ripped seam as an opening, I placed the
Mac, does that say what I think it does?
Okay, I beat the record, right?
Be holding back on me. That breaks Scribb's record.
McAllen! How does it feel to have decimated the town record in your first few hours on the island?
How did you hear about this so fast?
It's my job to know about things fast. Now, I'm asking the questions here. Where'd you get the fish, McAllen?
Well, it was a mighty battle on the southern coast. Its fins strong as a motor, its mouth as fierce as a tiger's. I paused dramatically to allow my fishing prowess to wash over them.
Okay, that's a good one, buddy.
Wooden one?
I mean, what make?
I don't know much about fishing.
I didn't use a rod?
You caught the fish without a rod?
It was more one-on-one. Mono fisho.
You wrestled a fish?
And I won.
Well, as much as it pains me to say it, you're the cover story in the next edition of the Juniper Parish Gazette. And this is why I'm not getting a Pulitzer.
Give me the picture. I need to go there and shoot them.
I've got to hand it to you, Mac. That fish is a whopper. I don't know how you got it, but as long as it keeps Squid quiet at the porch party tomorrow, I ain't complaining.
I'd had enough of Karen. I decided to leave it there.
Okay, good choice, buddy. We don't need that.
Murphy, have you seen? I think we caught your personality perfectly in that photograph. Naive, simple, unsophisticated. Makes it all the more surprising that you actually accomplished something.
I wonder if I should have it framed.
Island newcomer. Right there.
Hey, those cost.
But it has my
The Do Not Serve board down at Spinelli's bar has my photograph on it. But that doesn't mean you just pick it up and walk out with it, does it?
You're right on that. Okay, I'll give you some money for that.
I'd like to buy a news.
Finally, I get something out of you loitering in here. That'll be.
I picked up the newspaper. The fewer people that saw it, the better. The headline read,
Last week you got breaking cash on the peninsula. I'm not reading all that. You guys can read it. Pause the video and read it if you want to read it. Go ahead.
The headline read...
Okay, I need to take the picture.
Carefully, I was going to need some...
You need glue now? Where will you find glue, buddy?
I was going to need something adhesive to stick it in with. I needed to think...
Ooh, I know where that is. Yeah, you remember the sticky thing? Yeah, we're gonna use that. And...
I touched the... Thanks to the sticky...
Do not misclick on anywhere. Okay, now we can go here. And this boss should let us in.
Hello again, Felix.
Hello again.
I best... I glanced at the... It was most... My credentials.
Come on, buddy, let me in.
You're telling me you are a captain?
I trust it's all in order.
I thought you said your name was Murphy McAllen.
That's right.
Then why does this say Captain Knott?
It's a pseudonym for marketing purposes. You've got to stand out nowadays. A cool name's a good way to do that. You didn't think Captain Hook was called Hook before the hand incident, did you? What would the odds of that have been?
Look, Sonny, the bylaws of this club only allow the club manager to verify a captain's license. And Mr. Perkins is enjoying his backgammon soiree with Mrs. Perkins and the ladies this evening, with strict instructions not to be disturbed. So I'll accept this for tonight, but try this again tomorrow night and it'll be another story. Now, with that said, a warm and hearty welcome to the Captain's Club. We sincerely hope you make use of and enjoy our facilities, and do please let me know if I can be of any assistance at all. We don't open for another hour, but if you'd like, you can head up now to acquaint yourself.
Okay, buddy, we'll do that. I need that.
I picked up the cube of billiard chalk from the edge. The switch seemed to control the ceiling fans. The cabinet was locked.
Oh, of course it's locked. This will be locked as well.
The door was locked. The cab... I didn't need to cut that.
How do I color this now? This is not the black feathers that I need. Okay, you know what? The episode has gone on for too long. I'm gonna end the episode over here. If you guys watched it this far, thank you. Please like and subscribe. This is a very fun game. I'll for sure continue playing it. We have already played for what, like 2 hours. It's obviously like I'm a loose goose on this one. I don't know what's going on. But we'll figure something out, obviously. With that being said, I'm here is no longer here. Have a good day, good evening, good night, whatever you want to have. Bye.